Hot damn.
Hot potato.
Hot tamale.
Whoa, Mexican food.
Oh, I was going to see if you could keep going with hot stuff.
Oh, hot women.
Hot chocolate.
Hot coffee.
Hot rod.
Oh, a good movie. What happens?
You out?
Hot. Fuck. Do you have another one?
Hot damn.
Hot. I think that's how you started.
Oh, does it? God damn. Oh, I still won.
Hot. Car.
Nope.
Hot. Hot oven.
Kind of.
It's a hot oven.
Yeah. That's not like a thing. Like,
Bob had a baby, it's a boy.
what?
What's the saying? Bob's your uncle?
Yes. Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
I can't even, I couldn't do a British accent then either.
Bob's your uncle. I can't.
You just like wavered, and that was it. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
think
the
it's
Brits do.
Yeah, I think they have like they're right on the edge of crying
At all times.
at all times. That's why they're British.
So I always play them as grumpy and sleepy.
Is that why they need tea? Is that why they're sleepy?
Like
'cause
I always
they
do like
drink tea?
the only like I can do like like that, like just the where it's just
So
gravel.
you're not doing British. You're doing the guy from the Christmas movie,
what?
from like the Ghost of Christmas Past, the Ghost of Christmas Future. You're playing Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
That's what you sound like a Scrooge when you do that voice.
That's fair. Well, because the only
Was he British? He seems like
Yes.
he seems like
yes, that's very British.
and he kept the bank open on Christmas, right?
Yep.
Made him work on
Something
Christmas.
like that, yeah. Or maybe Christmas Eve he did, and then gave him one day off because nobody would come in and it'd be a waste of coal.
Oh, because to keep the heaters on.
So the only Christmas Carol I've seen ever is Muppet Christmas Carol.
I think I've seen the one with Jim Carrey.
Oh, the animated one.
I think so. I think that one's pretty good.
Because Muppet Christmas Carol is great because it's Michael Caine, so he's like a great actor.
Oh my! And he has a good voice.
And because when he went into it, what he said is, I'm going to pretend like this is a Shakespeare play. I'm not going to react to the Muppets like they're Muppets, which I think is the way to do it.
Whoa! So you
He took everything seriously, which I really like.
and then it's just that's actually cool because you could
Yeah.
easily riff and go on bits with the Muppets.
But like, nope, he played it straight. Because I remember...
it's live action.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's Muppets.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Muppet stuff.
Oh, because I watched most of the Muppet stuff growing up. Because I remember that was the first movie to make me cry. I don't know if I've told the story before. or not.
Really?
Yeah, because we
That's the first movie that made you cry.
didn't have it on DVD or VHS. Well, we had it recorded on VHS, but we recorded it off of the TV.
So it had commercials and stuff.
Yeah, which you'd fast forward through,
Yeah.
but we didn't have the ending.
It cut off.
Yep. So to me, because Tiny Tim dies in that play,
Yeah.
and then the Muppet play, it's a little frog puppet, and he dies, and it's the
Jesus.
cutest fucking thing. And to me, he was dead. Like there was no alternate ending like there is in the real story.
because
No,
you
that
didn't-
Muppet was dead to me.
But they made the Muppet up for the movie.
No, I mean no, because it's Muppets playing Christmas Carol characters.
Oh
So
shit!
yeah,
okay.
it's like Kermit's in it, Miss Piggy's in it, but they're playing characters from the Christmas Carol. So the one playing Tiny Tim, it was his I can't remember his cousin's name, but Kermit has like a cousin or a nephew, and he's like a part of the Muppet, and he's just like this tiny little frog, and he's the cutest thing.
and he dies,
Yep,
and then that's all you.
Yep.
That's how you thought it ended.
yep. That's what I knew of the Muppets or of Muppet Christmas Carol. Is that
Jesus.
little baby cute frog
It's
who
so traumatic.
literally sings a song and gets so excited, dies, and that was it.
Isn't because he's a sick boy.
Yeah,
He's a sick frog.
I don't know what he has because he has a cane. I don't know. He's all fucked up.
Pneumonia.
I don't know what was the big disease back then.
Well, I know like for humans,
Was polio back
chicken
then?
pox, polio, but I'm guessing he had frog pox.
Yeah. You proud of that one, bud?
Yeah, it's making me laugh even harder that you didn't like it. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Pretty
Welcome
much.
back to the Moist Monday podcast. Hopefully you're feeling good. Hopefully you're feeling moist.
I'm getting moist up in here.
It's Aki, baby. By the
What?
by the time you hear this, it's October.
Oh, okay.
It's Aki.
That's how we're calling it.
I don't know. It's Aki, baby. Happy Aki month.
Spooky season
Yeah.
is upon us.
Spooky season is upon us. No joke, before we sat down to film this, we started discussing what we're going to do for a Halloween special.
Yeah, because we want to do holiday specials for the Moist Monday.
And they're not going to be a normal podcast. It's going to be a special. So make sure you tune in for that on Monday, October 31st.
Fuck yeah, I love that.
Monday is on Halloween. It's going to be so cool. We still got a couple weeks, but
The plan,
But
yeah.
it would be nice to if it's like
We need to do something
produced
special. Yeah.
and like really cool. And it's like you should probably watch this on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It is cool. Like now that we have video, we start doing things where it's like you probably need to watch this, but
Yeah.
the audio is still good.
Yeah, we'll see if you get what's happening, or
We'll see if we explain.
hopefully, like, yeah, we're recording.
At least in my mind, when I listen to it at work,
You
the
remember?
audio jokes or the visual jokes make sense because I was there.
Yeah, because like the hope is that they're funny that like you're missing out on it. I guess.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
don't fucking know. And the joke is half the time the video doesn't work out.
Yeah.
because Hank's an idiot.
And that's why we don't pay him.
And that's why he got punched in the face, and
He's looking a little worse for
he's
wear.
looking a little worse.
Yeah.
Wor-
He was a cutie back in the day, but
And now he's just a booty.
that boy's got a flat ass.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's bad.
Is it hard?
Nope.
Soft?
It's soft.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He's not a power bottom.
No.
But I'm gonna play the music, and you think about the listener. Think about if you're a power bottom or a power. What's the other one? Power bottom or top or a.
I think it's just top or power bottom
Oh,
or
so-
bottom.
So the top doesn't have.
Like there's not like a power top.
But I was thinking maybe like a
I don't know what you.
triumphant top.
I don't know what you call the opposite of a power bottom. Like who is the power bottom fucking? I don't know what they're
Power
called.
bottom, weak top.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a name for them or not.
I don't know. Maybe if there's any listeners that
Oh, we do have one listener who
We do-
might know.
we do have
Yeah.
one listener, and I'm visualizing him right now,
Yeah.
and he
I'm
has
visualizing his penis.
he has piercings in his dick. Think about that.
And you know where to email us. moistmondaydpodcast@gmail.com.
Send me a snap.
Hit that music.
Welcome back to the Moist Monday Podcast. Just finished my beer. Jacob's finishing his as we speak. Time to crack open a new one.
Jesus.
Oh, that was a good sound. We got a bunch on deck. Got some Miller High Life left from the Power Hour, so hopefully by the time you hear this, that's out. 'Cause I think today's episode, Bagpipes and Martinis, we said the Power Hour would be out,
Oh, shit.
but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because Elysia doesn't know how to schedule things.
Nope.
What a dumb person.
There you go.
Yeah.
Saved your ass.
But we got the, there's an assorted 12-pack Goose Island Shandy.
Which Goose Island, I think, was the first beer I liked, the 312.
Yeah, the 312, I think
Pretty
that's
standard.
a good introduction
Yep.
craft beer. But these are the Shandies, and 6 of them are lemonade, which is dumb. 3 of them are grapefruit, and 3 of them are strawberry lemonade. Why didn't they do 4, 4, and 4?
Yeah.
Strawberry lemonade was incredible. I just finished the grapefruit, which is pretty good, and now I'm onto the standard lemonade, which I think I've had before.
I mean, it's just a lemonade beer. Pretty simple.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. I mean, not bad.
No, not bad.
A good summer,
Yeah.
even though it's kind of cold out. You're wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a long sleeve.
No, you're not. Oh, okay. Yeah, but you did this like it was long.
It's a long sleeve.
Well, now.
It's a long sleeve even if you roll it up.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, it's not like the sleeves disappear.
Oh, yeah, but like they're not long. Right now, the sleeves are much shorter than they could be.
Yeah, but they're still long. That's how you would. They're long sleeves.
Okay, but if you were sitting down, you'd be like, "Wow, you're tall."
Sometimes, if you have a big torso, you know what I mean. Sometimes when some people are,
Sure, but like if I see a tape measure, I'm not like, "Oh, that's 20 feet long," because it's not stretched out at the time.
but it always is 20 feet. Is this like a Schrodinger's cat type of situation?
Schrodinger's.
Is this like Scrotum's cat?
It both is and isn't testicles.
Yeah, it's like if you're right on the edge of getting a vasectomy.
Scrodinger's.
It's like, but you're on the drugs from getting the vasectomy,
So
so
you
you
don't know
can't
how to
remember.
talk, yeah.
You can't remember if you've gotten it or not. And you're like, do I have balls anymore?
Have you ever thought about getting a vasectomy?
No.
No.
Have you?
I've thought about it. Back when I was like a man whore, I was curious about it.
I mean, if you're gonna be a man whore, that's the way to go. So then you
Yeah,
can
just be
then
safe.
and then you can tell women, and then you can just raw dog all you want.
I mean, STDs are still a thing, but yeah, it's at least half the battle
Yeah, but technically, aren't children STDs?
in a way. I mean, I remember.
Because they're diseases that you're stuck with.
Yeah, and they're like technically shit,
It's
what's
really
it called?
offensive, probably.
To who? all humans ever, they're fine.
Dude, you know what I was thinking recently?
They're a parasite technically because they literally feed off their host.
They feed off.
Yeah.
And then, and like the host gets sick and shit.
Yeah. Like, God, that's got us. Because, like, even when, like, you first get pregnant, you're fucked up
and
from that baby.
you just start waking up,
and it's,
throwing
like,
up.
that big.
Yeah,
That's
it's controlling
wild.
you. You have to eat extra for it.
Yeah. And, like, it doesn't like some food.
Yeah, so then you have to, and then you get weird cravings, and you might not be able to eat it.
Because I wonder if, like,
I love how we talk about so much about
not men, like not
women
us,
stuff.
yeah,
And
not,
we have no,
not our bullshit stuff that we actually know about.
we just start riffing on shit we don't know anything about.
But do you think? All right, so like when women are pregnant or anybody's pregnant, they get these like weird food that they really want.
Yeah.
Do you think if, like, because I think one is like pickles and like peanut butter and shit like that.
I think it depends on the person.
I think pickles are a big pregnancy thing. I've heard it.
That's
But
weird because of the vinegar.
Just the weird taste. I wonder
Pickles are amazing.
if you gave a baby what the mom craved, would the baby like it?
What do you mean?
Like
once the baby's popped out?
Yeah, like if what the baby caused the mom to really crave, would the baby like that taste?
Oh, because it's getting the nutrients from it.
But like also
That'd be
like
so funny
it's
to give
the reason. Yeah, but you can't give like a newborn a pickle.
That'd be
they,
so
they
funny
would die pretty quick.
No, they wouldn't be able to give it a full pickle.
Yeah.
It's not cut up at all. No, just put it in front of it and see like.
Yeah. Well, no, I pictured putting it in mouth where the baby's just like.
They just have an 8-inch pickle sticking out of their mouth.
And like they just arrived on this
Yeah,
planet and they're so confused.
They're less than 24 hours old and they got an 8-inch pickle in their mouth.
They didn't ask for this.
They're still fucking wet and drip.
God,
They have a
newborns are so gross.
They are.
Yeah.
Because they come out of people.
That's fucking wild that we all did that. And now look at us. We got a podcast.
I've been thinking about this recently. I don't know if I heard it or it was an original thought. It probably wasn't an original thought. Maybe I just heard it somewhere. But
That babies come out of people?
well, that is an original thought. Like, isn't that crazy?
No one saw it before.
But isn't it weird how normally, like, sex, you don't really talk about it
Sure.
to other people. But then as
When you're
soon
trying.
But then as soon as you're pregnant, you tell everybody we were successful at sex.
Well, no, it's
That's
like
basically like, or if you're trying, you're
yeah,
going,
no, like I remember when my
we're
sister,
trying for a baby.
And
So
like-
that means you're having a lot of sex.
Well, no,
And
yeah.
you're telling everybody that?
well, because I remember like when my sister told me like, yeah, we're trying to get pregnant. I'm like, so you're just dripping?
Yeah,
Like,
that
that's
means
just-
they're basically bragging, oh, we're having a lot of sex.
yeah, which
We're having a lot of unprotected, he's finishing inside of me
yeah,
sex.
and he's leaving it in for a second.
yeah.
And you're happy for me because of it.
And you're telling your parents
Yeah.
that. Like, I've never talked to my parents about sex at all.
no, and they're just
then-
like, you're doing cream pies? Oh my god, that's
and
so
and that
great.
cream pie is going to turn into a little Jimmy? And he's going to grow up and love little Debbie. Because they're
fuck
oatmeal,
are you saying?
oatmeal cream pies. It's full circle, baby.
No, because
Why are they called that?
oatmeal cream pies?
Yeah,
because
why-
they're oatmeal, and like a cream pie's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is.
I do
though.
love oatmeal cream pies.
They're fine.
They're
I used
really
to
good.
I used to eat them for breakfast because I had oatmeal in the name.
He said, this is healthy.
No, I remember when my sister first told me she was pregnant, and when I hugged my stepbrother, I said, "Good job." So that'd be funny.
I love saying shit like that. Like, one of my favorite things to do, and I do it all the time, is when someone says, hey, I got to go to the bathroom real quick, I always say, good luck. And I think it's funny, and then a lot of times people go, what?
Yeah, I hate when people like stop and like, no, what'd you
Yeah,
say? And I'm
and
like,
I-
oh, you're gonna shame me now?
No, I'm just saying, good luck.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
hope
just
you
going to the
accomplish.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wishing you, because I don't know, a lot of shit could happen in there.
That's something I've been doing recently because I've just been really annoyed at work. Is anytime someone says something to me in passing, I will stop and ask them what.
Oh, you go, what'd you say?
Yeah, because it's never worth it. And I kind of want to shame people into stop talking to me. I had one guy where I was doing like, because I'm a FedEx driver right now, I was doing a delivery and I had to park like, there's like street parking, so I had to park in the middle of the road basically.
Oh, that sucks.
And this guy, and like I just ran up to this house.
Yeah, because you have to.
Yeah, but like I sprinted up, dropped the package off, I was running back, and this guy honked at me, and then he started yelling at me.
Are you serious?
He was like, "You're blocking the road." So what I did is I walked up to his car. I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "You're blocking the road." I'm like, "Yeah, but now you are too." He's like, "Yeah, because I can't get past you." I'm like,
So you
yeah,
literally
do you wanna,
made it worse?
Well, no, I was like, "Do you want to keep talking about this, or can I get back and do it?" And he's like, "I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man." I'm like, "What are you doing?"
No, I was just curious what you were
Yeah,
saying.
I was just like, "Oh, what do you want to do?" It's just like, Because
Dude, I can picture
so
picture
much
you
human
do-
interaction is not worth it.
because you're so petty that you can really milk that shit and
No.
be like, no, like what do you mean?
Yeah, do you want me to leave, or do you want to tell me about how I should leave and we can talk about
Yeah,
it for a
because do
second?
you think honking the horn would speed me up? 'Cause
Yeah.
right now I'm talking to you and not moving fast.
And I don't
And I don't know whose fault that is.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
It's not where I want to be. I want to be at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go home, and you're stopping me from going
Yeah.
home.
I'm stopping you from going home, but now you're stopping me from stopping you. So,
So-
who's home?
So who's
Not
winning the
me.
game now?
No, just because it's wild that so many people are just dumb. And like,
Dude.
because
I mean, I'm dumb too.
right, but it's
so many
wild.
people are dumb.
it's so
Dude, I was this past weekend I did a video game convention. We were vendors,
Yep. Little
I-
local celebrities.
and Sunday, day 2 of the con, I wore my comedy shirt. Mark Norman
Comedy.
comedy. And dude, there was a guy that came up to the booth who was like, "Is that a Mark Norman shirt?"
Really?
And I got so excited. I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Because he's
it
not
is."
like
he's not a famous, but I guess he is on Joe Rogan.
he's
and,
like a mid level,
and he's friends with Bert and Tom now.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I really love his comedy. I know he's awkward, but I really like his
Yeah.
comedy. But then I was walking through the mall to get like a pop or something,
Yeah.
and I passed some guy, and he pointed at my shirt and then did this motion, like he rubbed across his chest and went, "I didn't laugh." And I just went, "What?"
Yeah.
Because I think he was trying to make a joke, like
Right.
it says comedy,
Yeah.
and I just was like, "What?" And then I kept walking
See, I love making them explain and just shaming them.
because they think it's like a funny thing in their
Because
head.
they work the whole thing through their mind.
They see it and they go, "I didn't laugh." Let me tell him.
Because I remember the weirdest thing a guy told me about at work, where I had to pick something up from his house, and it's a house that's been under construction, so I've been there a bunch. And so I go there, I ring the doorbell, and I pick it up. And I don't know if this is a shitty thing to do or not by the end of the story, but he gave me the box. And he's like, "Do you know what's in there?" I'm like, "I really don't." He's like,
Because you're just
yeah. I was like, "Why would
why would I know it's in the box?
And he's like, "That's a $2,000 chandelier." And I'm like, "That's a small box." I didn't say that, but like it was just like, and he's like, "Yeah, it came damaged." I'm like, "Sorry to hear about that." He's like, "Yeah, I ordered it through you guys." I'm like, "Yep, that's what happens." And then
Yeah.
he just kept talking, and then I reached this point where he kept bringing up the chandelier. I was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I'm at work, but also like I've got a girlfriend. I'm sorry." And then he
What?
just
You should
That's
sorry I
my-
have a girlfriend. you were like, "Quit flirting with me."
No, that's now I've done that twice now, and that's my favorite thing to do to somebody when they
Because it throws him off.
yeah, because he was like,
Dude, that's so.
because what he did is he stopped and he's like, "My wife ordered the chandelier."
And he had to defend himself
Like-
because he thought for a second that you thought he was flirting.
Well, no, my hope is he was like, "Oh, chandeliers are gay" or something like that.
It just makes me think of that Chris Stefano bit with his dad,
Oh yeah.
where anytime you use your full name,
What are you gay? Yeah.
what do you get? It's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, it is weird when people buy things on the internet. I mean, I buy things on the internet all the time, but like, since I've worked in the business, you work in FedEx now, shit gets thrown around more than you can even imagine.
Because
Even if it's fragile, not only by people, but by it's on a conveyor belt.
Yes.
It's getting flipped,
rattled.
and it's not. Just package things better.
Because everyone, like, I've got
There's no way to keep things 100% safe because of the volume of flow.
Because I've had people yell at me for like their package being messed up, and I was like, "Hey, when I got to my truck today, that was in there. From leaving the truck to your front door was the only time I've touched your thing. You've seen
and
me
I
the entire
did,
time."
And I did the safest I could do.
Yeah.
But it was probably broken by the time it got to me because
Yeah.
it's flipping over the conveyor belt. Literally, it drops into another conveyor belt.
Down a slide.
Down a slide. And it's just like, it's crazy what people don't know. And then when I was working at FedEx, I was like, oh, this is how packages work? Makes sense.
Because like my thing is, I would never order a television or a mirror.
A lot of people order TVs, which is so weird to me. Go buy one.
I've had because also I like to buy like that kind of stuff. But
And why would you buy it and then it just sits on your front doorstep and a TV box shows what it is?
No, because those are the only times where I really like try to knock on the door and like hope that somebody's home, where it's like a giant vibrant box.
And it's usually the exact size of the TV and it says, this is what the colors look like.
And look how good this television is.
a 4K resolution.
Yeah. Because there was one time when I had to deliver a mirror and I picked it up and like just like turned it on inside and I could hear glass.
Oh,
Yeah, it
And
was
you
just-
go, that's for sure broken.
Yeah. Because also it was probably as tall as me, wider than me, probably close to as heavy as me, and it was just a pile of dust in the box. So
Just
I
broken glass.
Yeah, so I just didn't deliver. It's like I'm not gonna do this. I had the next day off, so I just was like, oh, I couldn't make it, and so someone else could deal with that shit.
Sounds broken. Most likely is, sir.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
That's how the Ace Ventura starts, Pet Detective.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I love the intro to that movie
when he's just destroying.
because he's a
box.
fake like delivery driver and he's kicking it and throwing it and it's like fragile and glass.
God, there's been
The elevator door closes.
I've dropped packages in front of people, and I was like, shit, because they're always like an old woman.
And you're just like, good thing it was just HelloFresh.
Here you go. God, I've had HelloFresh rip open, and there was just loose chicken breasts in my truck. They're still bagged,
fuck.
but still.
Yeah, you're just like,
God,
you ever had it?
I had to scoop it up.
There
and
was
like,
a couple of times where like cat litter or something would open and
Yep.
it's just that fucking dust.
Yes, and
you're
it's
just like,
it's a choking dust. It was the worst.
oh, it's fucking sucks. And then it's just, yeah. I kind of miss FedEx, but then I don't.
We're coming up. Like, October's great, but November on, it
Yeah,
sucks.
because you're going to be 6 days a week.
We'll see. I'm gonna test to see if I can just tell them no.
Yeah, because
They're not gonna fire me. They need me. If
Yeah.
they need me 6 days, they need me 5 days.
my coworker told me today, he's like, dude, I've been seeing ads all over for FedEx. And I was like, yeah, they desperately need help.
Yep.
And I was like, can't drive.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss just working by yourself,
That's the
working
best
at your
part.
own pace. Always, it was very goal oriented and like checklist to do list oriented.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause you
hit
have-
done, move on, and then your number, you just see your number slowly go down
Yep.
every day. And I do like that because in my new job, I guess I've been there for over a year, but it's just like,
Wow.
yeah, it's just like, I guess we just work till 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but also that's kind of nice too it's nice if. So like where me sometimes I do work more than 8
sometimes
hours.
you work
but sometimes
late.
I work 4 hours.
Yeah, sometimes you work. Sometimes you get off. That's what the unpredictability kind of sucked about it.
It's
and
a-
working weekends and like getting time off sucked and like. But like today, like I just was not feeling it. I organized some cabinets, set some cabinets,
Sure,
and then I was just standing and then
but you have to fill a full day.
yeah. So I'm just standing in the laundry room, just like playing games on my phone, just like I'll just do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, oh, God, it's 2:30. I just gotta waste another hour before I can pretend to pack up and leave.
Yeah, it's
It's just
or when you do the really slow pack up. I've done that before
well,
when I
what
was a
sucks
welder.
when I like work at houses is like I just left all my tools there.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
do. So they're just all thrown. So I don't even have a pickup.
Yeah,
If I know I'm coming back to the house, I don't pick up anything.
that's fair.
It's because I'm just like, why waste the time of
Yeah,
picking it up? Because we got to get it all back
And
out.
then, tear it all back out. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
it's just So I just leave it exactly how it is. So it's kind of a mess, but then I can just immediately start in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, that's just less time to waste.
But I was just not motivated today.
Because I remember running out the clock, and that could be fucking brutal.
Dude, it sucks because you're just looking at the clock and you go, fuck, God damn. It was kind of nice when I worked at my first woodworking job when I was
Okay.
in a shop.
Yeah.
Because we had set break times.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we got there at 7. First break was 9:30.
Okay.
So, usually the 7 to 9:30, easy.
Yep. How
And
long
that-
were breaks?
15 minutes.
Okay.
But, like, you would go to the break room and, like, sit down on your bench.
Yeah. Because
And it was nice. And then lunch, we would take lunch at 11:30.
Yep.
So then that would always come quick. And then another break was at 3 o'clock. So it was always
that was a stretch.
so,
there.
but it was always like, oh, I only have to make it till this.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't really have. I think you're supposed to have breaks.
Sure.
But I don't have set breaks, so it's just like I gotta make it till lunch and then the end of the day. And it's like, God damn, I got 3 more hours left. Fuck this.
I remember when I worked like a more building job, I was a welder, and we'd work 10-hour days, and we'd get 2 breaks and a lunch, and there were 10-minute breaks, and if
10
you,
minutes.
yeah, and if you did,
I feel like that's.
we did 15, and we would get screamed at.
I feel
by
like you
them.
have to have 15.
I thought so.
And especially if you're working 10 hours, I think
Yes.
you need a third break in
Yeah,
there.
no, I think you're supposed to. Like, I think they did. Like,
I think like legally.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because that's also what I remember. No matter what shitty job I work now, that was the worst job. Like I would guess in the city, that was a horrible place to work. It was so unsafe.
Well, and what sucks about FedEx
Yeah.
is you can take breaks whenever you want.
But then you just stay longer.
stay longer.
So like
And that's-
sometimes it's worth it to have a 10-minute lunch break,
But then also I'm like, I'd rather be home. So
but
I'll
like
just
10 minutes earlier versus not being hungry, then it's worth
Yeah.
it.
So, but luckily when I was doing it, I had plenty of drive time to eat.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that was nice. You're in the city all the time. But speaking of the city, the weekend, the boys.
Thin Lizzy.
Ooh, the boys are back in town.
Goddamn right they are. We talking about our weekends?
No, I'm just wondering what you did this weekend.
Oh, yeah. So this weekend, a big listener had his
he's
bachelor
been
party.
on the pod technically.
Yeah, he
his
has,
voice
yeah.
has been.
His dad gave us this.
He's a chainsaw export.
Yeah.
Export?
He exports chainsaws in expert
He's
way.
a salesman.
Yeah, I went to his.
He's gonna say this episode shit.
Yeah.
I love that he said that.
I know, and he's very proud that he said that. No, I went to his bachelor party. It was a lot of fun because it was some friends from high school that I hadn't seen in a while, like probably like a year or so.
That's probably really cool.
Mm-hmm. It was really fun because we went to this place.
His wedding's coming up.
Yeah, by the end of the month, or now, yeah, within the end of the month.
October?
Yeah, end of October.
Damn.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Aki.
Yeah, apparently that's what we're calling it. Yeah. But no, we went to this place that his boss owns, where it used to be a roller rink, and he bought it, and then he put like a really like, I didn't expect this because I heard like roller rink.
Yeah, you were like, okay, old school.
No, fancy fucking bar. Because it's now I found out like, oh, it's a wedding venue basically. It's
Okay,
fancy,
yeah, that makes sense. You can rent it out for people. Yeah,
yeah, because it's just a giant wooden open floor. It's super nice. So there's like a really nice bar.
I mean, dude, that's if you need open space, a roller rink would be because you can
Super
just
smart. It's just open wood.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so fancy bar here, like some table games. I didn't play ping pong. I meant to. Except like
love
ping pong, foosball, probably something else. Board games, nice seating area. This corner was all axe throwing shit.
Oh, that's really cool.
First time ever axe throwing. Super fucking
I
fun.
don't think I've ever done that.
It's so nice.
My buddy Ryan used to work at the axe throwing
Yep.
escape room downtown.
So did he.
Oh, so he might know Ryan.
Actually, yeah, maybe.
He would probably know Ryan, because, yeah, but he did it all the time, and I went in there a couple of times, but I never threw axes. I just went in there and
See, now I want to like set up like an axe throwing thing against like, I could do it against my garage.
like inside.
No, outside.
Oh
like
yeah,
against
that
the wall.
path.
Yeah.
Dude, if only you knew a carpenter.
Sure. I mean, you just have to put
It's just
to
plywood.
get a chunk of wood.
It's just plywood and 2x4s.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then we just need a circle. If
so
only we
spray
knew
paint.
a graphic designer. Guerrilla Graphics.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
Who were you thinking? Chase?
He's not graphic design. We're not gonna print it on. You just need spray paint. Jesus
I know, but
Christ.
I can't spray paint a circle. That's hard.
What am I, Michelangelo? No. So, anyways,
no,
yeah.
I'm Donatello for sure.
You are not Donatello.
So you were doing an artist joke, and I tied it into turtles.
Yeah, you're not the Donatello of Turtles. Donatello's the smart one.
Who would I be?
At that point, maybe Michelangelo, because he's the goofy one, right?
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
What weapon does he have?
Nunchucks.
No, he's the nunchuck.
Which
for sure.
technically is the expert one, because Donatello has a fucking stick, but
This-
he's
no,
the smart
stick
one.
is the best. That's why he's good in video games because he has the long reach.
I know, but like the idea that one has a sword, the other one has those like dagger.
The dagger,
The three
the
things.
daggers are cool.
Yeah, and then the other one has nunchucks, and the other one just has a stick. But
Yeah,
he's the scientific one.
The nunchucks suck in video games because you got to be so close. Same
That's
with
fair.
like the
but
daggers.
he usually has like a skateboard and shit in video games. Anyways, yes. So we all fucked around. There was pizza and wings, a lot of alcohol. It was great, and it was like fun to reconnect with everybody.
Bachelor party.
Yeah,
And it was kind of nice that you guys were at
one spot.
one spot
I like that.
and by yourself.
Yes,
Just
there
your
was-
group. It's not like you were in public. And
There was like 2 other people there at one point, and I did a freak show act for them, and they did not like it. And
what
we
do you
made-
do? Put a nail in your
Nail,
nose?
yeah, I hammered a nail. Oh shit, I forgot to tell you about this.
Yeah, you haven't done free show in forever, dude.
I know, but it went in easy because I was tipsy. But yeah, so
Oh, that's why.
but because I got really drunk, and our buddy Danny, right, who is a power lifter,
Dude, Danny's so cool.
but like he's fucking yoked, right?
Dude, he is
'Cause-
ripped.
Because I got drunk.
He's like fucking.
Like-
He's our version of The Rock.
basic, like he's like he looks like an anime character,
But he's so
buff.
like equally like The Rock. He's so nice
Just
and
the
friendly,
sweetest dude,
and,
yeah.
and you're just like,
yeah.
you could kill me.
No, so what I walked up to him and was like, "Hey, bud, how far do you think you could throw me?" And he's like, "I mean, probably not far." I'm like, "Yeah, but like, how far is not far if it's a person?" So he was like, "I don't know, buy me a drink." So I did. And then so what I did,
Yeah, buy me a drink. Let's talk.
yeah. So
Let's talk business.
I was wearing like not a like it's a nice jacket, but it's like a durable jacket. Like it's one I spent good money on, so it would actually be durable.
last.
So what I did is I buttoned it up, so like, and I knew it wouldn't rip. And he grabbed me by the back of the collar and then my pants, and he picked me up.
Oh my
and he
God.
spun me around
So he like shot put at you.
and fucking chucked me.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I have never felt so dainty and cute. Like it was like
Because he just lifted you up with no problem.
yeah, and then because then also and we
And
forgot.
he chucked you?
Yeah, because that and there was like a little hill in the yard, so it was nice. He could throw me down it.
Dude, what the
I don't know how far he.
You just got thrown in the air?
Yeah, and then
What did that feel like?
awesome. Because the moment he picked me up, I was like, yes.
That's
And
fucking
he spun
go.
me around like twice and threw me. We need to do it again because I want a measurement. And then I let Chase.
So you did it and not even measure it.
Yeah, and then Chase did it, the Bachelor, and then we measured it, and it was. And then the moment he threw me, because I rolled, but what I did is I stopped myself when I could.
Did it
like
not
I did
hurt when you hit the ground?
a little bit on my
and
jam.
then you were like, let's do it again.
I jammed 2 of my fingers on the second throw, but that's it. No, like not that injured. And then so he threw me, and then what we did is from where he stopped and from where I landed, or like I think I like bounced and like rolled a little once, but I stopped myself as fast as I could. And, and then he measured it from heel to toes, 11 heel to toes, to where
So
I
that's
landed.
probably 11 feet.
Probably
Ish.
close, yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. So you were in the air for 11 feet.
No, I was in the air for probably like 5 feet, and then hit, and then bounced.
Yeah, but a human body is being
skidded.
thrown in
Yes,
the air.
right. It
That
was
just
so
be
fun.
Oh, man. Too bad we don't have video of that.
No, we'll do it again for sure because
that's
I loved
fucking-
it.
Dude,
No.
I can't even imagine picking up a person and being able to
Spin, yeah.
throw them. I could pick up a person probably and
But
kind
like
of.
a person like that, I don't even like. Yeah, like handle me like a duffel bag.
Yeah,
It's
you
awesome.
are fucking a
I'm
duffel bag.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
and then my other buddy Ryan, I took care of him because I got decently drunk, but I kept it fun.
Kept it at a fun level.
where I
Not
could
too
remember
drunk.
the whole night. Yeah, but my buddy Ryan, who you know,
I probably recognize him.
he was the guitarist for Illway.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So he's super fun and party guy. I took care of him for the end of the night, and he's at one point he's like, I am gonna go throw up. So I walked him to the bathroom, and I was like, "How you doing, buddy?" He's like, "What? You want me to do vocal exercises?" I'm like, "Yep, I do," because he said it, and then I took a video of him doing that while
I'm doing
throwing up.
vocal exercise?
Yeah, I'll play it because he's a big theater nerd and he's just the best. But I thought this
You're
would be a
just
video
so
you would like,
drunk.
so I will play this video, which I'm sure he's fine with.
He's throwing up while doing.
So I just took care of him while he was doing that.
He's fucking doing me while throwing it. Dude, that hurts my chest.
I'm so proud of him for doing a bit while throwing
The
up.
funny thing is, it's just audio, and Jacob's just filming himself in the mirror in the.
Yeah, because he's just right next to me in the stall, just throwing up.
Dude, it is so funny when people get like super drunk. They want to like prove themselves
Yeah.
what they're good at.
Yeah.
So he's like, should I do vocal exercise?
Like, absolutely, but
yeah, go for it, dude. Or should you throw me?
well, yeah, because I'm good at just being little. Because axe throwing was really fun, but I think the wood we were using was shitty because I was hitting the blade against it and it was fucking bouncing off, which sucks because like that's such an emasculating noise of that ding or whatever. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like when you
When
throw a knife too, and just the bounce sound
But dude,
sucks.
you feel like such a badass when it.
Yeah, when it
goes
chunks in, yeah. Especially when you do like a two-handed, just a normal size, like a fireman's
Yeah, like a
axe
thatch.
over the head.
A hatchet.
Well, hatchets are small.
Oh,
I'm talking like fireman axe, like two-handed.
You were doing a big axe.
They had
okay.
both, yeah.
Yeah, because I think mostly it's hatchets though, right?
Yeah, it's just the one-handed. Yeah, it's fun.
I've never done axe throwing.
That was my first time. It feels cool.
It does sound fun, but
'Cause it's
also
like-
kind of scary because people are drinking when they do it.
So yeah, that's just one where you have to be like very much like announce when you want to walk and go pick up the axes and shit like that. Like you have to just be very.
Because I can picture it, because I've only been there when Ryan worked there.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of lanes set
Yep.
up and then just fences.
Yes.
Dividing them.
So like if you're down on your lane and someone on the other one is just fucking chucking them, that's still
Scary.
terrifying.
Even though
with
there's
the
a
fence.
Yeah, even with a fence. Because
'Cause
it's not going to hit you, but
no,
it's still
a weapon being
yeah, it's still
thrown
an
within
axe.
2
It's
feet.
still an axe going.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So now I want it. I want my own just so I can play with it because it's so nice. Because like I have a dartboard which I'll like also throw knives at.
Dude,
but,
it
like,
wouldn't be that hard to make it
just
at
a
all.
good piece of wood. Yeah.
And you got a perfect area for it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just walk like 10 feet back, something like
Well,
that.
you could build it at the edge of your garage and then throw it at the other end of your garage. Is that
oh,
too
you
far?
mean like that? No, I think that would be good.
Yeah, I think that's a good distance.
Yeah, I'd
and
say
then
so.
just build a rectangle.
Oh,
that's
just
sturdy enough.
Because you're not gonna like miss. Like you're not gonna throw it 6 feet to the left. Like you're gonna
hit it. It's just gonna bounce off.
Yeah, worst case is you bounce off of something. Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to build a strong rectangle. I think just a bunch of 2x4s and plywood.
Yeah, and like I hate my backyard neighbor anyway, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah. What's so funny is that episode
Has not released yet.
is not released.
It's deep in there.
It's deep in the catalog.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, so
Oh right, yes.
Yes,
Happy announcement.
happy announcement, happy Aki. I'm just
I
kidding.
hate it.
No, but I finally got access to all of our old files,
Which
So
is like 3 months worth of podcast.
3 months of podcasting, plus the 2 Fast and Furious episodes that were in the bag. So Fast and Furious will be coming back, guys. Don't worry. I know a lot of people love that more than the regular.
that it was requested.
And I love that. I love that people like it more than the regular.
Yeah.
We hate it. I mean,
we
I
used
love,
to.
Yeah,
Now
I
we love it.
Now I'm gonna get a tattoo soon of it. No joke. But I found the episodes, so we're gonna sprinkle them out. So they're gonna come out like every other. So
Okay.
obviously, if it's not video, you'll know it's old. But what's crazy is by the time you hear this one, there will be an episode that is released that was filmed and recorded in May.
Oh my god.
And it's coming out mid-October.
Who fucking knows what we talk about?
I know.
I know there's a few times where we made attempts to be like when like what's the word? When like things are happening now.
Current
Yeah,
events. Yeah, I think we
fucking
talk about.
current.
I think there's still a couple episodes where I'm talking about like my dating life, and I'm not even dating any or on the apps.
fair.
What's gonna be funny is like I was thinking about this big picture. We're gonna have these episodes, obviously, like episode 1 through etc.
Yeah.
But then if you really are like a nerd and you're
And
like
wanna piece it.
and you want to piece it together, it's gonna go. Here's the way to listen to it chronologically, so it makes sense. So it will go like episode 3, episode 52, episode 6. Like it's just gonna be really. But I have a whole spreadsheet, so I know the days they're released, so I could easily make that.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
So
to
I
release
have
later.
date filmed, date released.
Oh,
so I
for
know
all of them.
for all of them.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I keep it organized, so I know what exactly.
That's
what
fair.
episode.
That's probably good that you do that.
And I know they call the titles and stuff, but yeah. So. They will be coming out, and it is fun going back and listening to it because I'm like, dude, that was like fucking forever. I don't even remember that.
No, because that's also the fun thing is that since we drink while recording these, I don't remember what we talk about.
The one that I first started working on,
Is this the one that'll come out the week after this or the week before
it's
this?
the one that's coming out next week. So by the time you hear this, it came out like 3 weeks ago.
Jesus
I don't know how
fucking
I don't
Christ,
chronologically.
okay.
It's gonna the episode's Mima Snake,
My mistake, okay.
which I love that title.
Yes. Which I don't know what the quote's from. I don't know who said it.
We talk about animals so much.
Oh.
We talk about horses.
Okay.
We talk about horse girls. We talk about
Sure.
snakes. We talk about gorillas. And
Okay.
apes.
I don't remember that at all.
I think it's a couple. You talk about going to the Animal Kingdom, so it's right after right after you go to Disney.
Oh, jeez, that was so fucking
Yeah, I
long
know,
ago.
dude.
Oh my goodness.
Perspective,
This
which is so funny because like
We're also officially a podcast about our own podcast right now.
yeah, dude, meta.
What
This is
people
the
want-
Meta Moist Monday.
Ugh, God.
Welcome to Meta World News.
It's been weird that pretty soon we'll all be living in the metaverse. Like, there's no stopping it.
I don't think I'll join.
I think
Actually-
I think you'll have to eventually.
But actually, if I do, it's a fresh start, and you can be whoever you want, right?
I
Is that how
guess.
is that how it works,
I
or
don't
does it
fucking
pull
know.
it from who you are on social media?
I don't know.
Because then it's like, oh, you're kind of who you want to be.
Maybe.
So then
That's
you would be
weird.
100% freak showing cats
Cats? What?
because of your social media.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like
that's
if
what my
like
Instagram is.
if who you are on social media is who you are in the metaverse, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, so you're like a caricature of your own self.
Yeah, but that's how you're portraying yourself on social media.
I guess.
You know?
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it'd be a bunch of people because I know social media is just a big funhouse mirror and like
Yes,
only
for sure.
they only post positive stuff and
Yeah, like I'm not gonna post a dumb photo. Well, I mean, I guess I do, but still.
But yeah, so it would just be a bunch of fireballs and
Yeah.
cats,
basically,
and
yeah.
that'd be your metaverse person,
Which that's not bad because I
So
don't use Facebook
and
anymore.
that'd be kind of weird,
yeah,
but also
if-
kind of cool.
But like also, metaverse, it'll be like you in a headset talking to people. So it will be you. Like people will get to know you.
But like, what do you look? Do you look like yourself?
I think you make what you look like.
That's weird.
So like I'll make me look like me, I think. Unless we get into like Ready Player One shit, where like it's literally like you can be like a movie character and shit like that, and like kill each other.
A movie character.
Have you never seen Ready Player One?
That's a weird noise.
That was a weird noise.
I don't think so.
It's like where just like VR gets like it basically takes over the world kind of thing, where like people live in like shitty little houses because all they care about is their VR setup. But like in the movie, like it's like a person would be like Freddy Krueger as their avatar and shit like that. Or you can make it look like a person, I guess. But like,
So you can do whatever you want. So
Yeah.
you don't know.
what would you do if you could have your but it's like a literal physical avatar, and you can play like racing games where you're in a cool car, or shooting game where you're literally murdering other characters,
See,
but
this-
you can look like however you want.
See, this is weird because like in video games,
yes.
my go-to character to pick is usually a woman.
Okay.
I don't know why.
So like in like a Skyrim style game where you can just like make what they look like,
well,
you choose a woman.
not necessarily like a customizable character game.
Okay.
Like in beat 'em ups or like games.
Oh, you choose a female character.
out of character select screen.
Where there's like four
of them. I usually pick like the female or
Sure.
like So it's like, and I don't know why. Like in Gauntlet, I always pick a female. Streets of Rage, I
She's
always
pretty
pick
good in that, though.
Blaze. In Streets of Rage, she's a badass.
I don't know what that is.
It's an iconic beat 'em up. But I just like picking, for some odd reason, women.
Sure. But like if you
But
were
would I-
to
but if I
design
were-
a character.
If I were to design a character, I think because like in Skyrim, I designed like a manly dude.
Okay, because I always go with like a cat or a lizard in Skyrim.
Really?
I like the cats.
So is that what you would do in a metaverse?
I don't know, because I was trying to think of that. Like if it's because it's also like pop culture polls. So like in the movie, like Ready Player One, I know there's like a Freddy Krueger, and there's like a Chucky, and there's like Gremlins, and there's an Iron Giant, and like, or like you
But
could.
if someone does that, then is that taken?
No, I don't think so.
Multiple people could do that,
I think it's kind of like how Fortnite is now, where they literally have all of pop culture in there.
and then multiple people can be the pop culture thing.
I think so. Yeah. So you maybe want to pick a niche one, which would be cool.
But then also, yeah, that would be cool. But then also, like when you want to, if you're going to be living there, when you want to be, kind of the idealization of who you want to be.
I think so. So I think I would have at least, I would be able to, like, I would have, like, I guess, like a pre-saved thing where it would look like me on my best day, I guess.
What?
But, like, if it was, like, a fun thing, I would also want, like a Wolfman character. I think
Yeah,
that would,
so
I
you
think
want multiple
Wolfman,
characters.
I think Wolfman would be my go-to pop culture character.
Here is so. Let's say in the metaverse, you make a character that's you.
Yes.
Do you add hair?
Because probably not now, because I did just create a video. I did play a video game where you could like customize a person. I did make him bald with a beard.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I didn't know if you were still like holding on to that
I think some of mine
'Cause,
still
like,
have hair.
subconsciously. You know, you're like,
Sure.
oh, this is what I look like.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if it was a me character, I would make him bald at this point.
But if it was just a random character, then you would.
I would. If it was just like a pop culture icon, I would just choose my favorite.
Yeah, that's. You could probably do like some weird like Nosferatu. Or
Yeah, that'd be a good one, because I want to figure out that for Halloween. Oh, maybe that's what I'll do for my Halloween costume for this.
Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what he looks like.
He's a creepy bald guy. I guess I have a tattoo of him, but it's just his shadow.
I mean, you're halfway there.
There you go.
You just need the bald part. No, I'm just kidding. That's
I need the
that's
giant
my
nose and the
insult calling you creepy.
Oh, gotcha. No, you've never seen Nosferatu?
No,
It is-
scary.
Well, it's from the 20s.
Damn, really? It's
Yeah.
that old?
Yep, it's a German horror movie. It's a silent picture.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. But I think it is the best silent film. The way they use their
Weird.
color gradient's really fucking cool, and how he looks. But also, fun fact, his name's not Nosferatu. It's Count Orlok.
So why do they call him that?
That's the name of the movie, and it's the name of, like, he kind of represents a plague, I think, because he like travels and like I haven't seen it in a couple of years. But like when he travels, it has like a bunch of dirt and rats and shit with him. So it's like he kind of brings a plague with him. But his name is actually Count Orlok.
Weird, but everyone kind of refers to him as the. So why is the movie called that?
Because that's like what he is. It's kind of like, it's hard to describe. But also, a lot of the reason why people nowadays call him Nosferatu is because of SpongeBob.
Oh, he's in SpongeBob.
There's the episode called The Hash Slinging Slasher. I'm guessing that's what it's called.
I remember that.
Where at the end, there's like the light flicking on and off, and they're like, why is that happening? And it's just Nosferatu in the corner doing it, and they're Nosferatu.
Oh, really?
Yep. And that's why everyone... That
whole episode, they're so scared.
Of this guy, but then it turns out that the vampire's just in the corner the whole time.
Flicking off the lights.
Yeah. So that's where a lot of people like our age know him from.
And they just go, oh, that's a pop culture reference.
Yeah,
that's old.
Yeah.
But they learned it from SpongeBob.
Where the movie, I do think it's the best. It's my favorite old movie. Besides that, I don't know what other silent films I really like. Trip to the Moon's actually pretty fucking cool.
I don't know much about silent films.
You would have seen A Trip to the Moon, I'm guessing, because you were in a lot of film classes.
I think I do remember watching that. I remember watching a lot of slapstick.
Sure. I mean, Chaplin was in the silent era.
The train one.
Yes, that one's super cool.
Dude, that one's crazy because that's a real train. He's actually doing that.
Yeah, no, like stuntmen back in the day, where the stuntmen were just the actors because they didn't have to act because it wasn't talking, but like they would almost die a lot.
Yeah, because that's fucking freaky.
Yeah, like they did crazy shit in old film. It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't seen a silent movie probably since high school.
Sure, that's the only one I own, I think.
The Nosferatu one.
Yeah,
just because you're obsessed with him.
I mean, I legitimately like the film. I think it's pretty cool. And
well, you got it tattooed on you.
Yeah. And I think it's my phone background to it, but it's like it's a really cool film. It's well done.
So is he mostly just a shadow figure?
No, that's just during the one scene. The story is a direct ripoff of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So he's a bat?
No, I don't know if those are actually in it. I don't think he ever becomes a bat. I don't know when vampires actually become bat. Because Bram Stoker Dracula, I never read the book. I just know the older movie, too. I've read, I think, the first, chapter because it's in a horror novel I own. But, that one I know he shapeshifts into other shit. I don't know what vampires actually turn into bats.
I don't know either. It's so garlic kills them?
I think they just don't like it.
Or they just get
I don't know if it can kill them or not. Because, sun can kill them, holy water can kill them, and a stake to the heart.
A stake to the heart. And I remember... What the fuck was that?
A child just drove by on a scooter, but it was like a young child and no adults had been seen.
Going very fast.
Yeah, on that not great sidewalk.
Not a hill.
Yeah.
But I remember in high school we did Dracula.
Oh yeah.
And obviously the last scene is getting stabbed in the. He stabs him with the freaking steak.
Yeah.
And I remember, of course, I was the understudy for one of the main guys.
Yes.
Because he didn't show up to practice, and I was always. But then he would show up to the performances.
Are you glad he didn't show up, or that he showed up to the performances?
Probably.
Would you have liked to? Do you think you could have done the play?
I don't think so.
In front of an audience?
And I don't think my drama teacher
thought you could either.
Thought I could either. I think they just knew
he'll show up.
He'll show up.
That's hilarious.
But I remember being in the coffin for
really,
and I remember seeing the special effects because they built something so when the stake would come down, blood would shoot up.
Oh, cool!
Which was really cool. And I remember it was just a custom built thing, and I just remember seeing that visual and practicing that motion. And, and it was cool. I obviously wasn't understudy for. Was I understudy for Dracula? There's no way I was understudy for the main guy.
You were for both years. I thought you were the understudy for the main character.
I must have been because I was in the coffin.
I think you were. Because you were that, and then for another play, you were the understudy.
And then I was the understudy for the guy in Get Smart, the gadget guy.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of a main character. He's not the main.
But he's
in a lot of in a lot of the scenes.
He's a active speaking.
Yeah. Maybe I would.
I think you were. I thought you were.
Fucking yeah, because I'm like, who else would be in the coffin?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. I do remember at one of those play practices having to kiss a girl.
Oh.
It was part of the practice, and it was the lead actress.
Yeah.
And he.
And you.
What's so funny is they ended up dating.
Oh, but you still kiss her because you were the understudy?
They ended up dating later in life, and I'm pretty sure he told me in private that he had a crush on her.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I told her that, and he got mad at me.
Oh, but you ended up together. Or they
ended up together, so.
For a while.
Fuck you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Fuck.
High school crushes were the weirdest fucking thing. How strong they could be.
Yeah, because it's kind of on the edge of obsession.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you would see them every day
Yes.
for 8 hours. I mean, not all the time, but you would kind of where their locker
Yeah,
is.
you would know their schedule.
You know their schedule, and you kind of route your day so you could see them more.
Yeah, and you would know how to maneuver to like run into them or whatever.
Yeah, and you act like it's coincidence.
And like sometimes you weren't even friends. It was just a girl. That's
yeah,
wild.
and you just wanted to be around them,
And
they have no idea who
and you
you
would
are.
never talk to them. Like it's insane.
I had a lot of crushes of people I've never talked to.
Me too. Yeah,
I
it was
can't-
weird.
I'm trying to think. Like I don't even know if I can remember any of them.
No, because also
I remember like my first couple crushes, like in elementary school.
I remember my first big one.
but I don't remember like in high school because I knew there were a couple.
God, I remember this. My first big crush. Her name was Lillian. Cute as fuck. Still is.
Whoa,
Yep.
I don't think I know her.
Maybe she was my grade. She was.
Did she go through the whole school
I
district?
think so. I don't know. But it was like third or fourth grade, and her and I sat next to each other, and we like really bonded over shit. And I remember a friend of mine was like, "I'm gonna go tell her," and I chased him. I remember slapping his heel out while I was running, and he fell.
Dude.
And he still fucking told her in front of me. I was just like, "Ha, yeah,
You feel
he's
so-
lying."
You feel so embarrassed, and that's why my buddy, and he is 2 years older than me. So I was a
Oh.
sophomore in high school. He's a senior in high school.
Oh, okay.
And I told this girl that he had, and he was still acting that way.
Yeah.
he was still embarrassed, and just tell her.
Oh, I can tell you the worst thing a friend of mine did in that sense. It was New Year's Eve. I actually
I guess
remember this.
I'm in the same boat. I don't want people telling people.
Yeah.
You know it.
No, it was New Year's Eve, and he was spending the night at my place, and he knew the girl I liked, and the girl I liked him. He was
Oh,
way more popular than me
fuck.
in sixth grade.
So it was a love triangle, and he
No,
liked
'cause-
you.
No. No, I don't think they ever really talked or dated or anything. Because also it was sixth grade, so dated in quotation marks. But he did the shittiest fucking thing. He was a horrible friend. He was a bad person.
What was
too.
his name?
Zach. Our buddy the cop will know who I'm talking about.
What was his last name? We'll bleep it.
Oh, yeah, we'll bleep it. Zach,
Oh yeah, I know that name.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
douchebag.
Yeah,
Back
I
then
think
it
he.
was.
I think he always was.
I
Even in
think he's turned his life around now.
But even in high school, I think he was.
Yeah, I wasn't friends with him in high school, partially because of like all the shit he did to me in
Yeah.
elementary school.
Do you think his parents own those trucks?
No, I know they don't because I know his parents. No, okay, so this was New Year's Eve, and he had a phone. I didn't, I remember. And he was texting just people in our class. And I remember one time he told me, like, oh, I just texted this girl. Who do you like, me or Zach? So he texted her as if I took his phone and asked her if she likes me.
Jesus Christ.
So then she responded, and he read this out loud to me, like, "Oh, Jacob, we're just friends. Like, I see you just as a friend." And I was like, "What the fuck are you like? Why would you do that? That is like so out of the way, dick."
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, like how fucked up is that?
You act like your phone got stolen, and then
By me, and then asked like,
dude, what the fuck?
yeah, so fucked up. And then he read it out loud to me. I was like, "What?
Dude,
okay." Like that
so
is
much
next
fucking-
level bullshit.
that's like fucking trauma shit.
Yeah. No, I mean, it happened. What year was New Year's Eve when I was in sixth grade? Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. 9/11
Was kindergarten
no,
for
it was
me.
first grade for me.
Okay.
So 2001, 6, 5. So 2006 or 7.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
So
you graduated minus 5, 14. That would be 2009.
okay,
2008.
maybe one of those three.
One of those 5 years I just threw out.
Yeah, but I remember it now.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is so funny. This came up naturally, but it's on my notebook that I wanted to talk about today.
Oh shit. Yeah.
A trauma story from 5th grade.
Okay.
And it involves relationships and people that you have a crush on.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
this is so weird because I wrote this down as like, but it came up naturally.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fucking it's really weird. So in 5th grade, I had this crush on this girl named Maddie. And she
What's her
ended-
last name? Tell me, and we'll bleep it.
Aerosmith?
What?
No, it's very close to Aerosmith.
Huh.
Maddie, yeah, she ended up moving out of the district and moving to Texas.
Okay, so I probably wouldn't have
don't
really known her.
And I think like in their 6th grade letter, her name's in there.
Okay.
I had a massive crush on her. So in Valentine's Day, I put I was like, let's just fucking give it a shot.
Really?
I wrote a note that said, hey, I have a crush on you.
Okay.
And I put it in her Valentine's box.
Yeah.
She was a super popular girl.
Yes.
So I didn't know what to expect. Nothing happened.
Yep.
And then a couple days later, I get a note in my locker.
Right, we did have lockers then.
Yeah. and like they had those slits you could slide notes in. And we were reading a book at the time, and I wish I could remember the book. I tried looking this up before we recorded.
Yeah.
It was this book where it was a dude and a girl, and they like had a crush on each other, and that's all I can remember. But the dude's name was Billy.
Yes.
And the girl had like a double name, like a Mary Grace or something like that, where it was a double name. So I got a letter that said to Billy, but it was obviously like she's calling me the name from, and then it was signed off from the girl in the book, but it made it seem like it was her.
Okay.
And it was like this love letter, like, oh, I got your thing in Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
That's weird.
So then,
was it a nice letter?
It was, it was like, I like you too, like all this like stuff, and it was signed off. So then, to Billy. That's what they addressed it to. And I was like, what the heck? So then I was like, well, obviously it's her. She's the only one, like, this is a one-on-one conversation.
Yeah.
She's the only one that knows about the note.
That's a weird way to do it,
So then I started writing notes back and putting it in her locker.
Okay.
This lasted all year. From Valentine's Day to the end of the school year.
Holy shit.
Notes back and forth. We're still talking in character.
And never
interacting in real life. Talking in character to Billy, whatever.
You've never told me the story.
This is so fucked up.
Okay.
So, last day of 5th grade, our school was getting remodeled at the time, so we were at Rex Mathis.
Yes.
And I remember this vividly. Last day of 5th grade, I had Mrs. Wolcott.
Okay.
Who was still, even after all this, she's still my favorite teacher.
Really?
I ran into her at Up Down a couple years ago. It was
the bar? Weird.
Super weird, and she recognized me instantly, even with a beard.
Huh.
And I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was super cool. But maybe I shouldn't say she's super cool because this is fucked up. So last day of 5th grade. So from February to fucking June 1st. What is that, 4 months?
February, March, April, May.
4 to 5 months?
4 to 5, yeah.
Last day of 5th grade.
I'm nervous.
I'm nervous too. Last day of 5th grade. We're like sitting in a circle. We're doing like some weird end of the year fucking bullshit. And there's the popular girls. Maddie's one of them. A bunch of other people. And then Mrs. Wolcott's like, hey, we got to tell you something. And it was a scheme.
What?
That her, Maddie, a bunch of the popular girls, and Mrs. Wolcott.
What the fuck?
No joke. The teacher was a part of it.
What?
I'm not kidding. So and they did it as a joke. For 4 to 5 months.
They're lucky you didn't kill yourself. Yeah. What the fuck?
I'm not making this up. This is the most traumatic shit. And I thought it was like, dude, this is awesome. Like, I was so into it. I was keeping the letters.
She should be fired.
Yeah, it was fucked up. And it's so weird thinking that I still think she's one of my favorite teachers.
Yeah, that's Stockholm syndrome at this point.
I think it might be. But I remember, and then the bell rang, school was done for the year. And I remember running out of the classroom, running out the hallway.
Was this in front of the entire class?
Yes.
What?
Yes. We were in a circle. So the rest of the class was like, what are you guys talking about? It's a very individual, personal thing.
That is so
This
insane.
is the most traumatic thing that...
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. It's so fucked up. And like, yeah, the teacher was in on it with a bunch of 5th grade girls.
No, that is insane.
Yeah.
Like, that is...
And they did it for 4 months. So, like, sometimes it would be a couple weeks without talking.
And you were like 10.
Yeah.
Or 11,
there'd be a couple
right?
weeks without any letters, and then something would slide into my locker. And I just go, oh, she's talking to me again.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Dude, it was so...
What the
And I just remember, I think I fucking, like, ran home or something. Like, I was like...
I would be uncontainably just bawling.
Like,
I don't even know.
Dude,
like, I'd be in panic.
Dude, at that age, I don't... So maybe that's what started, like, a whole fuck up for me.
Maybe.
Like,
Jesus
because, like,
fucking
dude,
Christ.
it's fucked up.
Yes. No, that is wild.
It started Valentine's Day and went to the end of the school year. That's such a long time to do a fucking bit.
How could a teacher ever think
I
that
know,
was okay?
a teacher did that. I don't think she teaches anymore. I think she retired.
She should be arrested.
I know, that's fucked up, dude.
Toying with an 11-year-old boy's emotions, like,
and I was not a popular kid.
And
I was a little bit chubby.
Sure.
And like, but like these, and it was her, the teacher, and like 3 or 4 popular girls.
They were a clique.
In 5th grade, like, they were all attractive, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
Yeah, and like in high school, they the ones that stayed in the school district
Stayed
became
hot,
popular
yeah.
and attracted women. And but yeah,
My God.
and they probably don't even remember any of it.
Probably not.
And I'm
No.
just like, what the fuck?
That is.
And I was just holding on to this
Yeah.
like.
You thought you did it. You made it.
I thought I was, and I'm
Fucking
pretty sure I
killing it.
kept like all the letters, and I was holding on to like this,
Okay.
this like brief thing of potential love.
Even the idea of shooting your shot at 5th grade and then thinking you nailed it.
Yeah, and
for
then
months.
you have like this whole nickname thing where it's like, oh, we read a book together, and now we're calling each other these pet names.
No, that's a wild thing to connect over.
And then the teacher, I'm pretty sure Mrs. Wolcott, at the end of the school year, like she was like, "Hope you have a good summer, Billy," or something. Like, and then she called me that, and it was just like, what the fuck?
They're so lucky you didn't kill yourself.
That's 5th grade, dude.
Yeah. No, like that is like making a murderer bolt. Like that is real trauma. I
It
thought
lasted-
mine was bad.
Yeah, it lasted.
Holy
I'm not
fucking
kidding, dude.
shit.
This is 100%
What the
honest truth,
fuck?
dude. This happened. So
I might need a break to process this shit.
I don't think I've ever processed this before.
Oh my
I
God.
don't think I've ever even talked about this in therapy.
Please do. Holy
And
shit.
now the way you're reacting, I go, maybe I'm fucked
No,
up.
that is a wild thing that
It's-
happened.
Yeah, that actually might explain a lot of things.
That might. Oh my.
Because
that is-
you're at such a vulnerable age, and you don't really know what love is, but you know what like is.
Well, I mean,
And you
just
have, like,
this
such
emotion pulling at
Emotion,
you.
passion, and you're writing these letters to each
Well,
other
because like
for
so,
months.
So like I've been with my girlfriend for 2 years. I've never felt love like this. Like I've never been this happy with somebody. But like I don't know how much it compares to the initial pull of like the cute girl you sat next to in 6th grade.
Because like it's
that is
so new, and
it is primal.
it's obsessive.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
because like it's like puberty mixed with the cutest girl you've ever seen. Like this, just it encompassing. pull.
It's primal, dude. Because
Yeah.
it literally is not. You don't know how to process it,
No.
but it's coming from inside of you.
And it's so raw and like just horrible. Oh my fucking God,
dude.
Jesus Christ! No, you've never told me that.
I swear I've told you that. I wish I
Oh,
could.
no, I would remember that.
Yeah,
that is the worst thing
Apparently, it's more dramatic than I.
No, this is the worst thing I've ever heard, and I've heard so much shit from you. No, I know every other story you've told me, and this is the most wild of manipulation upon like a teacher.
Yeah, this happened in 5th grade, and I still like if people say who's your favorite teacher, I still say like Mrs. Wolcott.
Oh my-
Maybe
no.
we'll bleep her name. We probably should.
She's not a teacher anymore.
You think it's fine?
I think it's funny.
We'll keep it in.
She can't sue us for this shit.
No, because she's the one that fucked me up. That's why I have a podcast now.
We'll bleep the children's last names that we said.
Yeah, but yeah, I just had a massive crush on Maddie, and like, yeah, it was the last day right before summer break, so fucking.
And then you just sit on
4 to
that.
5 months, and then yeah,
You sit on it for 3
because
months.
back then social media wasn't a thing.
Nope.
Back then nothing like
Nope.
I don't even think I had a smartphone. I didn't have. I
don't think
think I
smartphones
I
existed
don't even think I
then.
had a phone at that point.
If anything,
So
it was
you
a
were just on
razor.
summer vacation with your neighbors.
Yep, and you're just like,
I wonder if our buddy Josh knows this story,
maybe,
or
Right
maybe
now.
I just fucking like
Didn't tell-
bottled it up and because I didn't tell anybody.
Okay, but to be fair, in 5th grade, you should have bottled. Like that's like
Because like, how do you explain that? Like, if I were to say that to like my parents or something, how do you even start?
yeah.
Because they would have fucking freaked out.
Or they just wouldn't have understood. Like that's a hard thing to understand too. Because I could see at that age, you not even be able to properly process.
Yeah, because
it.
I was like,
How can you describe?
because I was
that?
like, wait, it wasn't real.
yeah,
Like I was like, wait, so it was just a
my
joke? It was just a
God.
joke to you guys?
yeah. Like
And
literally,
you were
your
just toying with my heart for fucking half the school year.
your puberty was
Yeah.
a joke to. Oh my God,
It's
that is illegal. I'm sure. Oh my
it's
God,
just so weird that like she teamed up with she teamed up with like a group of students. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
like
fucked. I mean, because I wonder how well teachers know. Like, oh, they're the popular girls.
But like, how does that even become a thing? Like, she was like, "Oh, look what Robert put in my Valentine's box," and she's
Yeah,
like,
'cause
"Oh,
that-
I got an idea."
Yeah, because if anything, like if the girl was upset by the idea of like that, she could be like, "Hey, I don't like this," and the teacher could have like reacted one way to that. But it's never
No,
the
let's
reaction
put a
should be.
love letter in his locker.
Let's make a fake that probably the
and tease
teacher
him.
helped write.
Oh, for sure they did.
Which, what the fuck?
Which was so weird because she instantly recognized me at Up Down years later.
Oh my
Which
God.
means like, and I remember she like, and like even like after I had like moved on, and graduated, my siblings went through and had her.
Oh my
And she would
God.
always ask about me. Like
Yeah.
she seemed genuinely interested in me and like liked me.
Maybe she really liked your writing. I don't fucking know.
Maybe she was pretending to be.
Yeah, maybe this is her living out. Yeah, her childhood.
Yeah, but like, what the fuck?
that. No, that is why. That is the worst thing I've heard.
Ever.
It's up there.
I don't know. It's weird talking about it.
I fucking bet.
I thought it was just like a funny, traumatic thing. But
It's
the way you reacted, it's like
it's traumatic and like in a.
it's really fucked up.
I see like the funny hints of it of like this is wild.
I gotta figure out what book it was.
I'm very curious.
I got it because I think Billy was a cowboy of some
Okay.
of some sort.
Is there any way you still have those notes?
I don't know.
That would be so buried at this point.
I don't. My mom has a lot of boxes of stuff when I was younger.
Sure, yeah. But like elementary school? God damn, I thought my elementary school like crush was bad. Fuck.
I had a lot of traumatic shit happen when I was younger, so maybe that
Apparently,
is why
it's just
I'm so
spiraled
like,
within
fucked.
itself.
And that's
yeah.
like why later in life I'm like, what is happening with
that
me?
that is
You
fair.
know,
Yeah.
like I'm just like up and down, up and down, up and down. You can call me Billy.
God.
I gotta. That's my homework. I gotta figure out what book it is. I would. If anybody's listening and knows, like, it's like a young adult 5th grade book.
Would have read it like what 20
Yeah,
years ago.
Billy was like the boy. There was a girl with a double name.
Yeah, because I don't know what that is.
He's like a cowboy. I have no idea what it would have been, but it was the book we read as a class,
Okay, because
and
I don't
then-
remember that. Because
and
I was
then-
only a grade behind you.
and it was like we had just finished reading the book at that point or something.
God, Mrs. Wolcott, what a cunt.
What's so weird is I still consider her one of my favorite teachers.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Can we take a quick break? I have to pee and process.
We probably need to end it.
Oh, are we
We're
close
over
to
an
it?
hour?
Are
dude.
we seriously?
We're
Holy
at,
shit.
We're at an hour 10.
Good fucking Lord. Okay.
Did we end on a dramatic note?
I mean, we're not going to top that, nor are we going to talk that out.
Yeah, because now I'm at a point based on your reaction, like,
Oh shit, that was fucked
yeah,
up.
I'm like,
Oh my God.
what do I do with my life?
Holy shit.
I gotta find out what book that is.
Yeah.
And,
Tell
and
your
throw it through.
therapist about
And
this.
throw it through a window.
Buy the book to burn it.
But that has been the Moist Money Podcast. Thanks for listening to our fucking trauma.
At least it was entertaining trauma, because I think anyone listening to that would be interested in that story.
I think
Because holy,
it's a
fucking
good
shit.
story, but
it's an incredible story of just the
Most
most
fucked up-
absolute, just betrayal I've ever heard.
Dude, the fact that the teacher's in on it, and dude, I'm 100% real.
Yeah,
like, I'm not fucking
You couldn't make that up.
no, and I'm just like speechless.
Good Lord! All right, write into us about your childhood trauma.
Yeah,
Moist
tell us your
Monday.
childhood trauma.
We'll read it on the air if you want us to, and just react to it live.
That would be funny. That would be funny to read other people's trauma.
Yeah, if you're okay with that, send that in at the Moist.
We can bleep names.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
for sure. Moist Monday Podcast at gmail.com.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Moist Monday Podcast at
Try and top Robert's story. I
on
guess.
social media. Apparently, it's a lot more fucked up than I thought it was.
It's so fucked up.
But we appreciate you guys listening. Happy Moist Monday. Happy Aki, everybody.
Happy Aki.
Happy Aki. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, love you,
Cheers.
bud.
Love you too.
Damn it.
What?
I'm still processing that. Jesus Christ.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.